Hello viewers, it's Simpson Michael from Screw Reviews, bringing you a new podcast from my segment called the Boruto Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breathe so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause me audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language. Now, if you're over 18, I need you to watch this audio podcast recording. So basically, before I begin, all I have to say, if you're wondering what's that humming Swiss notes in the background, that's just my fan. So basically, once again, my air conditioner broke down again after I got it fixed. But in case you're wondering what's that humming Swiss sound in the background, that's just my fan. So basically, just let me guys know that's the noise in the background. That's just my fan. So anyway, let's get to the latest episode of Boruto. So basically, Boruto and Konohamaru were in a sticky situation after a group of thieves who set Boruto up for killing Lady Chikuya. So basically, Boruto. A group of thieves had set Boruto up for murder for killing Lady Chikuya. So basically, not only that, the thieves also made the rogues to know in the village that about Boruto killing Lady Chikuya, and there was a reward for catching Boruto. So basically, those thieves had spread the word that made up a lie that a young shinobi boy killed Lady Chikuya, and there's a big reward for that boy's capture just to try to slow him down, because the thieves made off with the Hashirama cells. So anyway, basically Konohamaru Boruto made it out of the castle, but all the road shinobi in the village started to chase after Boruto and Konohamaru. So basically, the Metal, Mugo, and Sarada, and they had no choice but to run. So basically, they actually got to a safe. They actually got away from the road shinobi for a minute, but turns out. The thieves that took the Hashirama cells hit Boruto with some perfume, and the road shinobis picked up the perfume scent from Boruto. So basically, one of the thieves who stole the group of thieves that stole the Hashirama cells hit Boruto with some perfume. So basically, the road shinobis in the village they pick on the perfume shit that Boruto was giving off. So basically, I'm curious, Konohamaru said he needs to separate. So basically, Mugo go with Boruto and find a way to get that perfume smell off the Boruto, while me and Sarada go back to that shopkeeper and get the answers to who the group of thieves who those group of thieves who stole the Hashirama cells. So anyway, so basically they separated and they promised to meet back at the rendezvous point. So basically, Mugo had found a ditch of dirty water and told Boruto to go in the water. This fool must just smell. It must the perfume smell. And Boruto was like, "No, I'm not going in that dirty water." So basically, Mugo had to check Boruto. He tricked Boruto into the dirty water I'm just so basically Mugo, trick Boruto into the dirty water and able to get rid of the perfume smell, and Boruto, and the perfume smell was gone, well, most of it, but some of these roads had ninja dogs that could still sniff some of the perfume from Boruto and whatnot. So anyway, so basically, meanwhile, Kohaku established as Kinsaki and went back to the shop owner that they met in a couple of previous episodes to find out who are those group of thieves that stole the Hashirama cells. So basically, Komo established Kinsaki went back to the shop owner that almost from the previous episode to get some information, but the shop owner said, I know you're not I know that you're not the real Kinsaki, so basically, I know about the reward, so basically, the shop owner and a group of thugs, so I'm gonna get that reward I'm gonna get that big ass reward I'm gonna get that biggest award for you guys killing Lady Shakira. So basically, Koharu was in the top place, but lucky Shawada punched a big ass hole in the roof, and Koharu makes his escape, and Shawada was so basically Koharu makes Shawada, Koharu and makes his escape from the shop, and his child was on the run. So basically, meanwhile, Mugo was still being chased by some physics Shinobi, and like Mugo said, at this rate, we'll never get out of this village. So basically, Boruto came up with an idea. So basically, Boruto's idea was Boruto's idea was to take Lady Shakira's airship at the castle. So basically, Boruto and Boruto's idea it was to steal Lady Shakira's airship that was outside the castle and pick that Koharu and Shirada. So basically, seems like there was home food, but the rogue Shinobi in the village were shooting kunai bombs at the airship. So basically, they almost made it out. Of the village, but they got shot down. And they had to Lady Shakira's airship because it took too much damage and it crashed down. They had to get out. So basically, Boruto and the gang was surrounded by all the physics Shinobi in the village. And that's when Boruto the gang told the boy the little thief boy from when they came into the village, and the little boy was told to make it to the manhole. So basically, with the smoke bombs, they managed to make it to the manhole where the little thief boy was, and meant to get away from the rogue Shinobi crowd. So anyway, basically the little boy was Boruto was asking the boy, I think Karo, I think that's his name, that's how you pronounce his name, I'm just gonna call him Karo, they're like, why did you say this like that? Cause I wasn't pay a debt, cause I had a debt to pay, I have a debt to pay PUI. So anyway, they got to this underground little house, in the sewer system, and there was Mitsuki and a little girl that was at Yaga's hospital all care for Hashirama cells. So it turns out the little girl was Karo's sister. So basically, Karo's I took my sister to Lady Yaga's hospital to her hospital to save her from those Hashirama cells that lady Shakira ejected with. So basically, the girl who was ejected with the Hashirama cells was actually Karo's sister or whatnot. So basically, he's like, that's the reason why he was helping Boruto and others. So anyway, So anyway, Boruto was saying that I know those thieves I know who those thieves were. Those thieves were what's described as girls who was hanging out with Kensaki, with the real Kensaki. There was this guy as girls and whatnot at the pub. So basically, there was the thieves was with Kensaki, disguising themselves as pretty girls to get close to Kensaki. That way they can get to the Hashirama's house through Kensaki. So basically, blah blah blah. So basically, after Boruto saying the thieves, saying who the thieves are and whatnot. So the boy, I call Carlo, that's how I call him, the thief boy, say that, he had an underground network that can help Boruto now to find out where the thieves are. So basically, Boruto gave to Carlo, they was able to find where the thieves are. Turns out the thieves were somewhere outside the village somewhere. So gave to Carlo was connected. So basically, Carl Howard took them out to use the third systems to get them out to get Boruto and his gang outside the village for all this world Shinobi's vacation on. So anyway, meanwhile, inside the village, Ricky Diva eating a steak while all the whole commotion was going on. So basically, Diva was eating a steak at some bar restaurant somewhere. So basically, Diva did not like the steak and just pay and left. But turns out that everybody in the bar restaurant was dead. Turns out that Diva killed everybody in the bar restaurant, and so basically eating the person. So basically, he paid a dead man for a terrible steak, and he just left and saying, I'm about to go have me some fun. So anyway, the thieves who stole the Hashirama cells were one of their comrades didn't make it out of Lady Security's castle alive. So basically, the thieves their comrade didn't make it out alive. So basically, there was more. That had a moment of mourning of the comrade who didn't make it out. Lady Security's castle alive. So basically, they had a moment of mourning to all of their former comrades who didn't make it out alive from Lady Security's. As to Lady Security's castle and whatnot. So anyway, the people was making their way out of the land of silence from the Hashirama cells. So anyway, Boruto, meanwhile somewhere else, outside the village, Boruto, so basically Konohara and Boruto. So basically, Carl always said we're going to split up into two groups. So basically, if you find the thieves, Carl always said if you find the thieves, make sure do not engage them. Try to make the contact us immediately. That way, we can engage the thieves together. So anyway, Boruto, Sawada, and Mitsuki, she separated from Konohara and Mugo to find the thieves with the Hashirama cells. So basically, everything was everything was going smoothly, looking for the thieves, and that's when these three figures came out of nowhere, started to attack Boruto, Miki, and Sarada, and this is how the episode ended with these three figures out of nowhere started to attack Boruto and Sarada and Miki, and that's how the episode ended. Ended with Boruto, Miki, and Sarada being attacked by these three figures that came out of nowhere in the forest outside the village, and that's how the episode ended. So that's how the episode ended with Boruto and the others being attacked by these three figures outside the village near the forest. So basically, that's how the episode ended. So anyway, this was a good episode of Boruto. So basically, this was a good episode of Boruto. So anyway. So anyway, what do you guys think about this episode of Boruto? Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it just okay? Please let me know what the comments below this podcast. So anyway, like always, it's Super Michael from Preview. Sign off. One.